everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to crochet this hanging plant. It's a quick project to make and it's quite fun. For this project you will need 3 different colours of double knitting yarn, a needle and a stitch marker if you want, and a 3mm crochet hook and some stuffing. We are going to start by making the leaves, so start with a slip knot. Then we are going to chain 3. Then in the 3rd chain from the hook we are going to place 2 partial double crochets. So you start your double crochet but you only do half of it. You pull through 2 loops and then you're going to make another one into that same chain stitch. Pull through 2 loops, then you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, then chain 2 and place a slip stitch into the 2nd chain from your hook. Then we are going to chain 1 and then make a slip stitch to the side of the partial double crochet. Then we are going to chain 1 again and slip stitch into the base of the leaf. That's going to be your first leaf. Then I'm going to make a knot just to secure the tail. We are going to sew it in when we finish this strand of leaves. Now we are going to chain 4 for the gap between the leaves, and then we're going to make another leaf. So chain 4, then we're going to start another leaf with a chain 3 like we did at the beginning, and then place 2 partial double crochets into the 3rd chain from the hook, which is you pull through 2 loops, and then you do it again into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, then chain 2 and then place a slip stitch into the 2nd chain from the hook, then chain 1, slip stitch to the side of the partial double crochet, then chain 1 again and slip stitch into the base of the leaf. So you're going to want to repeat that for a total of 5 leaves. When you finished your 5th leaf, chain 6 instead of 4 and then tie off and cut your yarn. Leave a tail because we're going to need that later. And this is what your strand of leaves should look like, and we're just going to sew that tail from the beginning behind the first leaf at the back. Just go backwards and forwards a couple of times behind the stitches and you can cut the tail off. And I have made 6 strands in total, so make all your leaves and I will come back when I've finished mine. So I've finished making all 6 strands. Now we're going to move on to making the soil. We are going to start with the magic ring. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to place 10 half double crochets into the magic ring. When you've finished your 10 half double crochets, pull on the tail, but don't close it all the way because we need to leave a gap to pull the strands through. Close in the round with a slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet of the round, and round 2 we are going to start with a chain 1 and then we'll place 2 half double crochets in each stitch around for a total of 20 stitches. When you've finished your 20 half double crochet, slip stitch into the top of the first stitch of the round and pull your yarn through and cut yourself a tail. we are going to take our needle and we're just going to bring it back through 1 or 2 stitches just so it's behind the piece. We are going to tie it with the other tail that's behind here from the magic ring, but we're going to do that after we've pulled the strands of leaves through. So from the back of the piece we're going to insert the hook, and we're going to grab it one by one and pull them through. Once you have all the tails through, we're going to pull them one by one or all together, it's up to you, until we've got all the chain stitches touching the top of the soil, and then we are going to pull the magic ring tail tightly around them so it's secure. And then we're going to tie a knot with all of them together, making sure that the knot is touching the soil from the bottom, from underneath. And then we are going to take both of the soil strands and we're going to tie them together 2 or 3 times, and then we can cut them off. And once you've done that, you can cut the tails of the strands. And your cute little plant is ready. Now all we need to do is make the hanger. Grab the colour of your choice. I am using white for this one. And the first 2 rounds of the hanger are the 2 rounds of the soil, they're the same. So you start with a magic ring, and then you chain 1. And then you're going to place 10 half double crochets into that magic ring. When you've finished your round, pull on the tail to close the magic circle and place a slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet. Round 2, we'll start with a chain 1 and place 2 half double crochets in each stitch around for a total of 20 half double crochets. When you finish the round, place a slip stitch into the first half double crochet of the round, and for round 3 we are going to work into the back loops only. This is the front and that's the back, and it's going to create a little rim for the pot. So chain 1 and then place half double crochet in each of the back loops all the way around for a total still of 20 stitches. Sorry, I went off camera there a little bit. When you finish the round, place a slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet, and round 4 and 5 we're just going to start with a chain 1 and place a half double crochet in each stitch around, keeping a total of 20 stitches. When you finish the round, close the round with a slip stitch into the first stitch of the round, and round 5 we're going to start with a chain 1 and we're going to attach the soil now. We're going to use single crochet stitch, so there's 20 stitches around the soil, 20 stitches around the pot, so it's a single crochet in each stitch around. So you're simply going to go in through the outside of the pot and in from underneath the soil, pull a loop and then make a single crochet, and you do this all the way around. And you're going to want to leave yourself a gap so you can fill it in with filling, and then we can finish it off. I've left myself a little gap, so now I'm going to take the fill-in. You really don't need a lot because it's not something it's going to be played with, I'm assuming. Also, you've got half double crochet stitches, so the filling might come out. You only need to keep it in shape. So fill it in and then we can continue to close it. So finish all your stitches and I will come back when I've finished mine. . When you're done, place a slip stitch into the first stitch of the round, and for the last round, round 7, we are going to make a slip stitch round, so chain 1 and then back into the same stitch and place a slip stitch in each stitch around. And when you are done, we're going to place a slip stitch into the first stitch of the round, and then we are going to chain 60. You can do it longer if you want, but I found that 60 was enough. Then we are going to slip stitch into the other side of the pot, and then chain 1 and pull your yarn, leave yourself a little tail to sew it in. Grab your needle, and I'm just going to find a little stitch to make a knot with, and then I'm going to go inside the pot a few times just to make the tail disappear. And that's it. How cute does that look? You can do more strands if you want to fill it out a bit more, but I was happy with a 6. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.